went to a couple more stores and I ordered some things online. This is not Halloween related. And I thought I'd show you what I got. And then I'm gonna do the first Halloween DIY, which I'm super excited for. Oh, this I actually got for a Christmas project. So yeah, even though they're Halloween buckets, they will not stay this way. They will be spray painted. They will be upside down. If you want to see what I make of this, then definitely subscribe and keep on watching. These are just 3 skulls, skeleton heads. They were $13.25 from Paradiso. So I'm going to use these, I think 2 or is it 3? 2 or 3 as a DIY. Also, I wasn't sure if I wanted to pick these up because they are pretty expensive for only 3 mid-sized skulls. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna find them anywhere else, so that's why I did pick them up. And I'm glad I did because I didn't find them anywhere else. I do have to say, Halloween is even less. It used to be like a real big corner and now it's downsized to like even half of it. At Ava, there wasn't even a full aisle. One side of an aisle even. I was like, is this it? Like, why have I been complaining like years before? It's just sad. So yeah, these ones are for a DIY. Then I also went to a garden center, which is called Van Bunder. I will put it down below. It's in Temse, I think. Most of the items are from the brand Cozy and Trendy, by the way. Yeah. And this is a witch flying on a broom. I did think this was really cute. And I don't have a lot of like hanging pieces. A little kitty cat. I'll call her Bella because that was the name of my mom's last cat who passed away last year, and we still miss her, so yeah. And this was $6.79, which is actually a pretty good price. That's why I bought it. Yeah, and then something I really like. I'm actually kind of sad that I didn't bought 2 pieces of them, but this was $9.99, and this is a spider candlestick holder. This fits so many themes. Yeah, the witch one, I'm probably not going to use this year because it doesn't really match the vampire theme that we're doing this year. So that's why I'm happy with this, because this will probably be used every year. Then I got from Amazon, I ordered, and this is a part of the DIY that we're going to do in a couple of minutes. These are orange string lights. Now I did make a little boo-boo, but it's actually okay. You have to put batteries in it. I thought it had a wire to put in the fuse, stop contact. Yeah, and we do have one outside because I want to, if it's not raining, I'm gonna put it outside, the DIY, but yeah. It's good that I don't have to use an outlet is the word, for it, but I already have so many things that acquire batteries. Then also from Fun, but from a different time I went, I got this skull. He was only like €7, around €7, which is really inexpensive for this big skull that actually lights up. You get 2 batteries with it. He's a little bit busted, but nothing that black paint can fix. And now he has like a purple base with the black like detailed design over it, which for this year I'm gonna keep because it's like a Bordeaux purple color. But I'll probably spray paint him just matte black for the future so that I can use him every year. Then the other thing I will be using for the DIY that I'm doing today is this bag of skeleton parts, which I don't know, is this like the logo of Spirit Halloween from America? Like, did they buy their stuff from Spirit Halloween? That would be so cool, by the way, but yeah. So this was €15.50, I think, but I should have waited because today I was at Dreamland. They also didn't really have a lot of stuff. They had a lot of costumes, but they didn't have a lot of decor, which last year they did. And then the last big thing is this fire pit, also from Fun. It was $29 95, and this I need for my DIY today because we are going to do like a burned skeleton in a fire pit. And I'm not gonna like attach it to the fire pit. I'm gonna make it loose so that we can actually use the fire pit in the future if we want to. So now I'm going to spray paint those three little guys. I'm gonna do them black. I don't know if I want to put like 2 on top of each other or maybe 3. I don't know. So that's why I'm just gonna spray paint them all black, and maybe I can, if I only do 2, I can use the third one for just normal decoration. And I've decided that I'm going to keep these just clear. I'm not going to spray paint them black. I like them just the way they are. So this is what the skull pit is looking so far. I wish I didn't like covered his hands totally with black, but I think it will be okay. Then I got a second coat on the back of the head, the chin part of the head for the 3 skulls, and then the first layer for the cooler. And now I'm gonna make myself some dinner. Oh, and that's the dry you hear in the background. But now I'm gonna make myself some dinner. Watch an episode of The Good Wife. No, Good Wife, not The Good Wife. Just Good Wife. And maybe clean a little and then go in with a second coat. And then let it all dry. And then tomorrow I can do the finishing touches of not the cooler, but like the skull heads with the little trays, which I think I mentioned that I'm not going to spray paint. I'm just gonna keep them because I like them actually like this. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really excited to light like the skull fire pit to see if like the orange comes through. I'm a little bit scared. I saw that in the DIY video. She used a little bit less of the foam because it does expand. I went a little bit too far outside of the lines, which I will remember not to do in the future because it doesn't really fit well. I should have made it a little bit smaller, but it's okay. I mean, I cut up a lot of the sides so it fits. It almost fits. Tomorrow I'm going to make a sign that is going to hang above the kitchen thing, like the kitchen island where like the bar will be. So yeah, I'm gonna make a sign that says Fantasia. That's what I'm gonna make. Oh, I'm going to make those like cathedral windows. I'm gonna paint it brown with a black trim and then red like tissue paper in the background, which hopefully will give like a cool effect. But yeah, excited. Next week I'm gonna decorate, and for now I'm just waiting on the stuff that I just spray painted to dry. I'm gonna eat and then do the second coat, or like yeah, the second coat. Then take everything in to dry then tonight. I'm really happy it's not raining right now. See you in a bit. So I gave everything a second coat. I'm thinking about giving the cooler a third coat because, and I do think I see a little bit of the blue still coming through, just to be sure. Excuse the bad lighting, but I just wanted to sign off for today. Oh, a mosquito. God damn it. So yeah, I'm done with the DIYs that I wanted to do today. The fire pit, skull, burned, whatever it's called, look thingy looks amazing. I've put lights in it, or I've put batteries in and I've put on the lights, and I was a little bit afraid that they wouldn't shine through like all of the black that I spray painted, but it looks amazing. I'm so excited. Now I'm going to watch The Good Wife. No, not The Good Wife, just Good Wife. It's a very autumnal, spooky show to watch. It's my first time watching. I'm on season 2, episode 7. It's a Christmas episode, but like the first episode of each season, except for the first one, is a Halloween episode. I've put on my lights. I've made it all cozy, and now I'm going to watch this, relax, and I am going to try and like peel the labels off some of the wine bottles that I got to also use as like Halloween decor. So that's gonna be my task for this evening, and then just sit back, relax, and watch Good Wife, and then I will see you again next day for some more DIYs. Bye. Sitting here in my bottle. Pretty weird, but bye. So it's another day, actually. I think a week or maybe 2 weeks have passed. Yeah, I think 2 weeks. So the skulls had enough time to dry. I think they came out super cool. I really like them. I've used one of the skulls as like a piece of my decor on the buffet, and then these two I'm gonna use for like the candy bowl, the candle bowl, whatever you want to call it. I don't think I'm gonna give him like a head. I'm just gonna put the bowl on there. I think it will hold. I actually kind of like it with just one skull as well. Should I just use one skull instead of two, and then I can use it for as decoration as well. I don't know, I like that it has some height with the two bowls. I don't know, no, I think I like the two skulls stacked more. I'm going to paint this. I'm gonna do it now, and then when it's dry I'm going to stick that on the top. I don't need to paint this one because you will not really see. And then I just need to make sure that this is underneath the skull, and then I don't need to do more than that. But yeah, what else am I gonna do? Oh, I'm going to paint this little bat black. I didn't really like this to start with, so I think just it being black is going to be, I will like it better. So that's the DIY that I'm going to do today as well. I'm trying to do, I have a couple of hours, so hopefully I can get to do everything. Then I'm going to paint this cross in more of like a earthy brown, dark brown. It looks a little bit too plasticky at the moment. It's maybe more fun to talk to a face. So I girl measured the size of what I want my Fantasia sign to be. I was looking for my craft paper. I couldn't find it. I have used it not so long ago. I've probably put it in a box somewhere, but I cannot find it. So I am going to the store later on to get 2 packs of craft paper because I still need some black paper to cut out some more bats to hang on the light, well, on the cap of the light stand. And then I want to make some like bats that are hanging upside down on their little feet. And then I also want some bats floating in the air. Oh, my voice. I feel like Ross from Friends. I also want some bats just floating in the air to give it more like an eerie vibe. I have 3 hours left. I'll probably not get to everything, but I also hope to do the drawing of like the Victorian-styled window. That will be cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna start with painting this black, painting the bat black. I'm using Oxide Black from Amsterdam acrylic paint. Great for touch-ups. You can still see it a little bit, but it's much less. I will probably have to give this another coat because you can still see through it. Oh, can you see? Ah, you can see. But that's okay. So that's done. On to the bat. In the meantime, I'm going to watch the new Haunted Mansion movie. It has dropped on Disney. And I'm very curious. I like the original Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. Or to me, that's the original. hate, I mean, hate is a strong word, but I don't want to be mean, but I do think the actress that plays the wife isn't like the greatest actress. I think they could have done better. I like the children. I think the little girl, the little boy, Eddie Murphy, of course. All the other actors, I think, are doing a pretty good job, but just the wife is so unbelievable. I wouldn't change a thing except for that. I would pick out another wife. That's just my opinion. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch this one, and I'm pretty curious if I'm gonna like it or not. I have heard pretty good things about it, so. Already liking it 10 times more. He's black. Painted black. Yeah. So this is already drying a little bit. So I gave the Scully some highlights so you can see like the bones a little bit better. They were a little bit too black, and now you can really see like what is bones and what is not. Or at least see better. actually kind of looks woody already. Nice. So we are the next day. Everything that I've done yesterday should be dry now. So I'm going to do the other side of the cross. So my bat is dry now. I do like that it has some like streaks you can see. I personally like it. So yeah, that is dry, that is done. I am going to watch the original Haunted Mansion. I didn't dislike it, but I don't think it was better than this one. I really prefer this one. But maybe if I give it a couple of other watches, then I will get into it. Sometimes you need more than one watch to like some things. It's a little crooked, but it's fine. It's fine. Look how cool. So now I gotta paint it, and then I got red tissue paper that I'm gonna put behind it, and then a light that it's gonna give a spooky vibe. I like it. Okay. It did take me like an hour, and I was getting kind of sick of it, so I'm happy that I can get to the painting right now. Oh, this is such a hassle to paint, and then we need to cut out the red tissue paper. Already got it. It should fit. So I'm going to start making my sign, the Fantasia sign. So the black has dried completely. I'm going to try to paint the Fantasia logo onto it. So I'm going to start with red lettering. Then I'm going to let that dry, like completely dry. Then I'm going to go over it with white so that it gives that neon effect. So I've tried to like dry it out to see how big I want to go with the lettering. Now I tend to go from big to small when I'm writing, so it probably will happen with this again today as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make them like even size, which isn't gonna be easy. So I got Nephthol medium red. Okay, started out too crooked, but just gotta go with it. So it definitely needs a second coat. I went a little crooked, but I think it looks fine. It's fine. So this is very fragile. I'm curious. Okay, that looks pretty cool. It looks, I gotta say, it looks better on camera though. Cannot really see like the frayed edges as much. You can see that this is not like super, but it's okay. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with it. I'm really happy it's done.